Hey everyone, Tony here. Hope you're doing well. It is Tuesday, November 13th. I have some very positive news to share with you guys. Hope you're holding strong in this bear market. This is a new asset class. It's a very young market, but we're seeing a lot of the big money, the Wall Street corporate giants are getting into the market. So very big things are ahead. And one such I'm going to share with you right now. As I always do, I like to share facts with you guys. No over speculating here. So the first is Amazon has won a patent for cryptography and distributed data storage solutions. Now, this comes as no surprise. We've been seeing Bank of America and different companies and so forth have been filing patents for cryptocurrency storage and services and different technology. Now, you would think, like, why would Amazon want to do this? Like, they're making a killing right from their marketplaces. They're valued like near $1 trillion or whatever it is. And Jeff Bezos, the founder, he's the richest person on the planet. So what they're looking at is, of course, the emerging market and the potential to make more money and offer services, as cryptocurrencies, as I mentioned, is a new asset class that is going to grow. And of course, blockchain technology is a new technology that's going to revolutionize the world the same way the internet did. So let me give you details on what they got a patent for. And this is not the first, and I'll tell you about the ones they've done previously. We've also seen they bought. This is from like last year. They bought domains like Amazon Ethereum, Amazon Crypto, Amazon Bitcoin. They bought those domains and are holding them. So e-commerce giant Amazon has won 2 patents related to methods of protecting the integrity of digital signatures and improving distributed data storage. The 2 patents were published by the U.S. Patent, Trademark Office today, November 13th. Now, I'm not going to read through everything about, the ins and outs of this, but just so you know, I'm going to just call out a few things here. The first patent document, first filed in April of this year, outlines a signature delegation method for protecting the integrity of digital signatures and encrypted communications by allowing for generation, distribution, validation, and revocation of one-time use cryptographic keys. So like I said, I'm not going to read through all of this, but let me just give you just a summary here. Beyond pursuing blockchain cryptography and distributed data storage related patents to expand in its technological arsenal, Amazon has also filed for cryptocurrency specific inventions. In April, Amazon Technologies was awarded a patent for a streaming data marketplace that would enable users to receive real-time crypto transaction data. So we are seeing these big companies quietly going about getting their patents, working on things behind the scenes. And what do I always tell you guys? Watch what the big money is doing. Watch what these corporations and these investment firms and so forth are doing. And this is a very, very bullish sign. We're talking about Amazon here. And if we were to see Google and Facebook and so forth doing the same, we know Facebook, they're working on something. We've heard news from Mark Zuckerberg earlier this year. So a lot of these big giant tech companies, everyone is exploring blockchain and crypto and are quietly getting their services in place. So I wouldn't surprise me if early next year Amazon comes out and says, hey, we're going to accept cryptocurrencies, or we're going to do this, or through our streaming services that we have, you can earn crypto or you can pay for crypto, whatever it is, right? You're going to start seeing more of this. So that's why I keep telling you guys to hold. We are the early adopters in this new asset class. This new technology is going to revolutionize the world. And that's where patience is important, because it takes time for them to actually do this. And once they have the services fully built out and they launch their services and it goes mainstream, then we're going to start seeing significant increases in the value of cryptocurrencies. That's not to say, the next bull run is not around the corner. We're not going to see a lift, but I'm talking about, I'm a long-term holder. I will be cashing out at certain price points, but I'm holding long-term because this is, like I've said many times in the analogy, we're 1995 of the internet. So there's a lot more to come. Now, speaking of big money and what they're doing, Canadian holding firm to acquire EXMO crypto exchange per letter of intent. So holding firms are like big conglomerate parent companies that buy multiple companies and they manage them. Like, there'll be like a holding company that specifies specifically in technological companies or retail, right? And they'll own a whole bunch of these companies. So just so you understand what that is. And they are a publicly trading publicly traded Canadian holding firm, and the name is GoverMedia Plus Canada. It says will acquire UK-based crypto exchange EXMO per recently signed a letter of intent, according to a joint announcement published November 13th, which is today. The letter of intent reportedly enables GoverMedia to exclusively negotiate the transaction within the next 180 days. Upon the completion of the transaction, the joint entity will continue to conduct business on EXMO platform and will be listed on a stock exchange. Do you see what is happening here? This is not making major headlines. This is not on CNBC, CNN, Fox, whatever. This is quietly happening. Sure, it's picked up by a crypto blog, but not everybody's reading a crypto blog. Keep holding. When you see that big money and you see this type of activity happening, it's setting up for the growth, the maturation of this market. And of course, crypto is a very big part of that. And of course, blockchain. And here's what GoverMedia's website looks like. So they obviously have a whole bunch of firms that they own, and they discuss their, what they're doing, overview, their holdings, whatever it is. So here's what XMO's XMO.com's website looks like, crypto exchange. So why would this holding firm want to buy a crypto exchange, guys? I mean, sure, they specify here in IT infrastructure, revenue streams, and all that, media. Why would they want to do that? Because they see what's coming. They're writing on the wall. And I hope you see it as well. And I hope you continue to be patient, because these guys are not prisoners of the moment, just looking at the bear market. They are looking long term to make money, and that's the same way you gotta you gotta approach it as well. If you're looking to make money overnight, then this is probably not for you. And that's not to say the market can't run up next week and we see a bull run, but you have to be realistic. That's the point I'm trying to hammer home here. I think a lot of people have false expectations that, oh my God, I'm gonna dump some money in crypto and then 6 months later I become a millionaire. No, no one can predict the future. Could that happen? Sure. But the potential of that, the probability of that happening is very slim. Now, that's not to say that, you won't make money in the next bull run or bull runs to come, but we have to be patient. So I hope you get what I'm trying to say here. So very big moves are happening. Now, onto some Ripple news. Brad Garlinghouse on the team, of course, has been at the Singapore FinTech Festival this week. Brad Garlinghouse will be, I think, starting tomorrow through, I think, Friday. Yeah, tomorrow through Friday. He will be at China Money 20 in China. And of course, we just heard about American Express getting the open door into China. American Express leverages Ripple's X-Current platform. So very big things are cooking up behind the scenes. But Brad was interviewed here by Bloomberg, and he had some very bullish things to say. And of course, as you guys know, I hold XRP. I hold a variety of crypto, but XRP is the majority of my portfolio. Why? Not because I love the company or the logo. No, because of its use case, because of its utility. It's going to disrupt a multi-trillion-dollar industry. Is bringing technology that's going to just make the current process seem, I should say improve the current process, which is very outdated, which is Swift. So he was very bullish in saying Ripple is aiming to overtake Swift banking network. So now, before the whole rumor and news about Ripple is going to partner with Swift and all that, if you guys remember, I made videos talking about Ripple is looking to kill Swift, to take that market away from them. Now, sure, there was some speculation about them potentially working, but they could be indirectly working as well. What I mean by that is a middleman that they both leverage, where Swift could leverage, when we talked about Temenos and all of that. So that's still a possibility, but Ripple, let's be honest here, is looking to take the market away from Swift. And they, of course, have the superior technology, and they have a lot of banks signed on. So I just want to call out the takeaways. And what's interesting, telegraph.co.uk. So this is a general news site, right? And they picked this up in Technology Intelligence, talking about blockchain startup Ripple aims to overtake Swift banking network. And this is, of course, coming from the comments that Brad said, right? He said, I quote, "What we're doing and executing on a day-to-day basis is, in fact, taking over Swift." And of course, this is a multi-trillion-dollar market. They're solving a real-world problem, and there's a lot of money to be moved here. We're talking banks, financial institutions, money transfer companies, and so forth. And of course, people's lives are going to be impacted because money will move faster. People are sending money back home to their family. Businesses being able to transact faster, not having to wait forever for money to move. So very big things ahead, and this is why I've said many times I'm so bullish. And Brad also said the technologies that the banks use today that Swift developed decades ago really hasn't evolved to keep up with the market, which is true, right? We can send files, email in seconds. Money takes forever to go cross-border. Well, I shouldn't say forever. It takes like 3 to 5 business days, which is, if you compare it to the internet, it's forever. But I hope you understand what I'm saying. So I'm super bullish, guys, and very big things are coming up for Ripple. As I said yesterday in the video, they're sharing the stage with the IMF, man. Come on, if you can't see what's going on here, you know what? IMF doesn't hop on the stage with just anyone. I mean, come on, people need to wake up as to what's going on here. But those of you holding XRP, keep holding. Very big things ahead. And some more XRP news here. This is another quote from Brad. This was shared by Leonidas from that interview with Bloomberg. Just last week, we saw a remittance company who is using Ripple's technology. They reduced the price per transaction to their customers from $20 to $2 per transaction and saw an 800% in usage overnight. Of course, you're offering a better, superior quality product than what's already out there. And this is the nature of business and economics, right? You talk about the disruptors, your Airbnb, of course, Google coming in, disrupting the telephone industry and many different industries, Amazon and so forth. And this is what happens, right? If you can speed up the process, reduce the costs, and that translates to the consumers who are going to be like, wow, okay, I can send money that fast. I can do this. Of course, they're going to pick that rather than waiting and paying higher costs. Simple economics and business here. So that's, once again, why I'm so bullish on XRP. But the other news I wanted to share here around XRP. So Antonio Trenchev, if I pronounce it correctly, he's a co-founder and managing partner of NEXO. Now, if you recall, NEXO is the crypto loans company. Just recently, they launched the support for XRP to get a line of credit off of your XRP holdings. But someone asked them a question here. This guy Esent, asking me if they're going to try xRapid. And he said, we have been talking to Ethan about xRapid. We'll keep you posted. So I'm going to retweet that. And Ripple is pushing xRapid and usage of XRP everywhere they can. And as you can see, more and more companies are lining up, testing, and we have a whole bunch that are going to go into production. We know 3 are slated right now by the end of this quarter. Next year, Brad Garlinghouse said dozens. So get ready. The next news here, Shardax, which is a cryptocurrency exchange based in, I believe it's London. Yeah, in the United Kingdom. They just added support for XRP. They said, we are happy to announce XRP is to be listed on Shardax. Remember to register now to receive 0% trading fees for the first 3 months after launch. So continued addition of XRP with fiat pairing. Some exchanges using XRP as a base currency. And this is great. The next bull run, there's going to be so many avenues to meet investor demand and liquidity. It's going to be great. And the last thing I want to share with you here, and this is from this guy, Tom. I thought it was interesting. He's the the co-founder and CEO of Cha-Ching Wallet, which is, I guess it looks like a cryptocurrency wallet here. He tweeted the following, which I thought it was great. Warren Buffett's net worth excuse me, showing the net worth growth over time. That Warren Buffett didn't become a millionaire, billionaire by overnight. It's a process. And there's a quote that many of you I've shared with you before that, about patience in the stock market, and the way to those who are successful in the stock market are patient, right? It's a difference between people who are impatient and patient. And just showing over this time period of his age, and as he got older, how his assets went up, and it took time to become filthy rich. Now, don't get me wrong, if I had like even $7 million, I'd be happy, because it's a lot of money, of course. But his wealth kept growing and growing. But if he gave up at like the 1 million mark, and he said, "Man, I got my $1 million. I don't want to keep going," or whatever. Look how much he's valued at now. So patience is the important thing here, guys, in investing. And of course, I'm not a financial or investment advisor. I'm just sharing my opinion and some of the facts here. So you do what you got to do, but there's certain principles in that exist in investing that you don't need an investment advisor to tell you that. It's just, if you just look at the facts and history and how people have became rich and so forth. It takes patience. You make your investments and so forth. You watch the facts, the news. You make sure you know what's going on. That's why I try to share the facts here with you guys, and then you be patient. And I think this is very, very great. Just giving an outline and to patience. To your financial success. So, guys, what do you think about this news? As I always say, watch what the big money is doing, and they're all dabbling, getting their stuff in crypto and blockchain here. Some very big, you got holding firms. I mean, you got Amazon and so forth. So, and of course, some very bullish news from Ripple's CEO. So, guys, what do you think? Leave your thoughts and comments below. Thumbs up if you like this video. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Don't forget to follow me on Facebook and Twitter. Links in the description. If you find this video helpful, you find my channel helpful, please share with your family and friends who want to learn about crypto. Take a factual, logical business approach here. No over speculating. So I hope you guys keep watching. And thank you for your support, and I'll talk to you all later.